That's like... Hey guys, it's Nova and welcome back to my channel. This is a really fun and interesting video. Today we're going to go over things that I just don't understand. As you guys know, I hate my intro. This is my new video. Let's go. Okay, so basically, as I said in my intro, we're just going to go over things that I just don't understand. Like, no matter how many times you explain this to me, I just don't get it. Alright, so starting off, we have the fight or the war between the UK and America. I'm not talking about the countries, I'm talking about the people. The people, they're always fighting. Like, I talk to strangers every single day because it's fun and I'm bored a lot. So I'm always getting added to random group chats. And usually in those group chats, there's a really big group of Americans, very big group of UK or British people. And no matter how long we've been talking, whether it's for like 1 minute, 1 hour, a week, a month, it doesn't matter. No matter how long we've been talking, inevitably they get into an argument. Like this one time, they were literally arguing over how you spell the word color. They were like, you guys always add U to everything. It's C-O-L-O-R. They're like, no, it's C-O-L-U-R. And I was like, Like, you cannot get through one conversation with the UK saying how bad America is, or America trying to defend and be like, America's great, the UK sucks. Next up, we have the concept of hating people. Now, hear me out, because this is interesting. Okay, so you know when you love someone, you're extremely admirable of them? Like, you admire them, and you care for them, and essentially they're a really big part of your life, right? Hating is kind of similar to the exact opposite. When you hate someone, you're extremely hostile towards them, and you're disgusted by them, and but at the same time, they're a very big part of your life. There's a reason why in bit life, when it says relationships, enemy is up there, because you still have a relationship with your enemy. There are a lot of people that I dislike, but I don't hate anybody. Because when I don't like someone, I just don't interact with them. Like if we were friends, but I stopped liking you, I just cut you off when we're done. Like I don't interact with you, I don't talk with you, I don't talk about you, you just no longer exist to me. It's that simple. But when you hate someone, they are literally part of your life. Like they are a huge part of your life. Villains will spend their entire lives planning against like their arch nemesis. But villains would literally be like, I have spent 30 years of my life planning for this moment. It's finally here, I can finally destroy you. Why would you spend 30 years in someone you hate? Like when I was in 5th grade, I had like this giant friend group of friends and they all got mad at me for like whatever reason, I forgot. And then they all like stopped talking to us for like a month. And then they all forgave me and I moved away like a year later. And then I came back because I was like, I miss y'all, let's hang out, we're gonna like come back. And they told me, oh yeah, by the way, during that month we weren't talking to you, we actually like all went over to one of the friend's house and we had like a whole like hate session. You know, like we talked about you, threw darts at your face, had like we just talked trash about you, you know, that type of stuff. And I was like, okay. Like, I'm not mad or anything, it was like 3 years ago. But like, when you think about it, you hate me or you don't like me, yet y'all had a whole little session just to talk about me. like, I don't know, that kind of sounds like a fan club to me, if you ask me. Alright, next up we have the 3-minute text delay. I don't get it. So I'm a fast replier, right? And honestly, I don't even understand how that's like a thing to be proud of. Like, apparently people are like praised for replying fast. I don't know. But yeah, the really only reason is because I'm just always on my phone. My phone's always near me. If my phone's not on Do Not Disturb, then I hear a notification. I'm like, oh, I wonder what that is. And then open, I'm like, oh, Dave texted me. What does Dave want? And see what he wants, and then just respond. But when you're like, oh, I have to wait like 3 minutes for every text. First of all, no one's ever given me like a valid reason why people do that. Like literally no one's ever explained to me why people do that. I've heard some girls talk about it, like when they're texting their crushes or something, and I've seen it in movies and stuff, but no one's ever explained to me why. If we're having a conversation, let's have a conversation. If you wait 3 minutes for every text, it's no longer a conversation. I just give up. Like if you want to talk, let's talk. If you don't want to talk, then just don't text me. It's that simple. This next one is celebrity backlash. Or celebrity crushes, both of them. It's like, oh, everyone's canceling James Charles because he tried to be pregnant for a day. And I'm just like, what? Like a few years ago, the Try Guys went to like a labor simulation and no one got mad at that, but James Charles acts pregnant for a day, and all of a sudden, ooh, he hates women, he's misogynistic, ooh, he doesn't like appreciate women, all of that. Like, really? Or like the people who find videos from like 10 years ago and then try to like use it against them now. Why though? I don't get it. I mean, like, yeah, I did mess up 10 years ago, I made a mistake 10 years ago, but guess what? I'm a different person and who I was 10 years ago. I learned from my mistakes. I'm a better person. I'm more educated. I absolutely hate it when people will go back and like, oh, well, 10 years ago, Bretman Rock said the N-word, so we should cancel him today. And you also don't get celebrity crushes. So when I was in 6th grade, they're like, ooh, November, so who's your celebrity crush? And I was like, oh, well, who's yours? Like, Michael B. Jordan. I was like, same, but no. I mean, he's attractive, I can admit that, but no. Like, for me to develop a crush on someone, I have to, like, at least be around them constantly or see them constantly. Like, when I was in Japan, apparently I liked this dude, but I had no idea. And then I moved to the States, and I was like, oh, wait, I liked him, whoa. And so I had a crush for, like, 6 more months, and then because I was in the States and he was in Japan and I never ever saw him, my feelings faded. So with celebrities, you never ever see them, and the closest you ever can actually get is like a meet and greet or a concert, but like I'm gonna go to a meet and greet or a concert. And also, the biggest known fact, they're like 20 years older than me, you know? Like, Alexa, how old is Michael B. Jordan? 34. So these 12, 13-year-old girls in middle school crushing on 34-year-olds. Like, attractive or not, like 34, like I can easily admit when someone's attractive, or like I can easily admit like someone's cute, like, oh, he looks good, oh, he's attractive, oh, he's kind of cute, you know? But to develop a crush, no, if you do you, like that's you, but like I could never. Okay, bro, I hate this so much, I hate this one so much. The bell doesn't dismiss you, I dismiss you. I hate that so much. I had a teacher when I was in 5th grade, and literally 1 or 2 minutes before the bell was about to ring, she would shut the door. She would literally close the door and she'd stand by the door, and the bell would ring. She'd be like, sit down, sit down, sit down, and she'd stand there for 1 minute, and then she's like, you can go. And I hated her so much for that. She would always say, sit down, the bell doesn't dismiss you, I dismiss you. So I'm just like, so what's the bell for? Like, is this some background music? You can do some traumatic exit or something? Like, why the heck do we have a bell if it's not dismissed? Like, correct me if I'm wrong, but the bell tells us what the start of class is and what the end of class is, right? So in a sense, when the bell rings the first time, class can begin, and when it rings the second time, class is over. So does not dismiss us when the bell rings? Oh, and when they say, you waste my time, I waste your time, and they hold you after the bell. The thing is, the funny thing is, you're not wasting my time. My time starts after school, before school, and on the weekends. So any time during school hours is not my time, it's another teacher's time. Because guess what? After your class is over, I'm going straight to another class. In fact, when I was in 7th grade, don't remember Miss Duncan from Crazy Math Teachers Part 2? Every single time, as I said, nobody liked her. So everyone was always being extremely loud and extremely disrespectful. And she actually brought a bell in. She was like, if I ring this bell 3 times, I'm holding you after school. She rang the bell 3 times in the first 10 minutes of class. But still, she held us 5 minutes after class. I'm like, sis, school is over. School is over. You can't, is this even legal? And for a final word, or final thing, I don't get it. The word moist. I don't know why, but people hate this word. Like, remember my uncomfortable questions videos? What's the ugliest word in your opinion? Most people don't like the moist, so I don't know. What do you have against the word moist? People don't like that word? Okay. But when I was on FaceTime with my friend, now wife, I was like, oh yeah, I'm putting some on my face and makes my skin moist. I was gonna say moisturized, but I just said moist for some reason. And she was like, ew, no, stop, ew, disgusting, don't do that, so gross, ew, no, stop, don't say that. Why? She's like, I don't know, it's just disgusting. I was like, how? She's like, I don't know, it's just weird. And I was like, okay. But apparently a bunch of people hate that word. It just triggers them for like no reason. And I'm really curious as to why. If I'm triggering you, I'm really sorry, but like moist. I don't get it. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. I really hope you guys enjoyed. Please leave the videos in the comment section down below. And if you guys want to, feel free to DM me on Instagram or top me in the comment section explaining some of these things to me, because I'm just gonna go on not understanding. Anyway, have you guys know that this is my channel. Please always have a great day. Bye guys!